Hello everyone, I'm Alfian and today we are going to solve the LeetCode challenge on the challenge number 145 called the binary tree Postorder Traversal. And for this particular challenge, given the root of a binary tree, return the Postorder Traversal of its nodes values. For the example 1 right here, we have the root, which is value of 1, 0, 2 and 3, which visualize as like this one, 1. And then on the left node we have the value of 0. We don't have any value, so it is stated as null, it is invisible. And then on the right node, which is 2, and on the left hand side of the node of 2, which is node 3. And we have the output of 3, 2 and 1, so it is reverse 3, 2 and 1. That is the Postorder Traversal. Why? Because the Postorder Traversal that we need to iterate this from the bottom to the top, so we are using the recursion as opposite from the pre-order traversal, but still maintaining the principle of using the left first and then right, and finally the parent itself, the parent node that is the branch about what it is about. So for this example 2 right here, we have the root of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 6, 7 and then 9. Then the output will be 4 as stated from before. We have the 4 which is on the leftmost of the recursion call, and since 4 is the leaf of the node, which is on the marking that this is the end of the node and there is no right and left anymore from the node 4. And then 6 will be triggered because 6 is on the left side, but this 6 is on the second side from the left side of after the 4. And the next one, since 7 is still on the left hand side of the node 1 right here from the utmost parent, then of course the 7 is the last leaf node from the left hand side from the node 1 right here. Then 7 is going to be assigned, and the next one should be 2, which takes the next priority. And since 2 is on the parent, I believe, it is 5 first because we are using the recursion. I'm sorry about this. The sequence will be 4 and then 6 and then 7 and then 5, since 5 is on the children under the node 2. So node 2 will take the ladder priority after node 5. Node 2 will be assigned, and then finally all of the left hand side of the node 1 property has been completed and has been assigned. Everything has been assigned, and the next one should be assigning the node 9, since 9 is on the bottommost of the right hand side. Then 9 will be returned as the 7th place. And then 8, which is why is it 8 is because 8 is lower than 3. So 8 is the children of 3, then 8 will take the priority other than 3. Then will be assigned as 8, and 3 will be assigned as 9, and finally 1 will be assigned as the very last of the sequence. So 1 is going to be assigned last. So the priority should be 1, 2, 3, where is 4? This one's supposed to be 4, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, node 9, and finally 9, which is node 1 right here. And so it is already correct from my sequence, which is set as 9, 8, 3, and then lastly 1. Okay, so that is the Postorder Traversal. It is opposite from the pre-order traversal that stated as the pre-order is the parent first, since it is pre-order, then the first one should be parent, the next one should be the left hand side, and lastly the right hand side. What about the postorder? The postorder should be the left hand side, and then the right hand, and finally the parent itself. Parent takes the ladder priority after the left property, and the right property has been assigned. We are still using the recursion technique for this implementation, so we can just reuse the code challenge from the previous challenge of the 144 called the binary tree pre-order traversal. Then we can rewrite the challenge as it is. If you still remember, I'm using TypeScript as for this video. If you want to use something else other than TypeScript or JavaScript, you can go ahead. I encourage you to do so. And for this function right here, we have the Postorder Traversal, which just takes one parameter called the root in the form of data type of 3-node. Either 3-node or null is possible, and the output is stated as the number array. And we can declare this. If you still remember about previous challenge, we have the constant of the answer array stated as the empty array. Then we can store and take node and record everything from the node from the bottom up, and then we can return answer array. But before that, we need to process the root node recursion using the recursion approach. And you might want to use the function of the helper function with the traditional one using the node. Since we are using TypeScript, then it is supposed to be 3-node or null, and we can just write this right away. And we can call the helper function helper and passing the root parameter as the parameter of the helper function call or invocation. And for the function right here, we can use the traditional function, or we can use the arrow function variant using the constant of the helper function and equals and takes the parameter of the node, and then finally we can state this as the void since we are using TypeScript, and then stated the arrow sign and then the curly brackets. And if we don't want to return anything, then TypeScript will already enforce it. Then the void is going to be optional, so we can just remove the expected output. Then we can just use the arrow function right away. But for the arrow function, we need to declare this before the invocation of the arrow function, which should be placed on the bottom after the function has been declared on the top of invocation. So the next one should be, let me simplify this. Next one should be checking the if the node is null, then we can return nothing. If it is not, then we can use the helper function, invoke the function itself, which is the recursion technique, on the node.left. Forget the sequence, it should be left, and then the next one should be right. And finally, we need to assign the answer array, so Array.push using the node.value, because value exists within the node of the 3-node type of the class, which has 3 parameters. The first one, which is value, which is the value of the node itself, and the next one should be the left, which is the left property that takes another node, and the right property that takes another node, which construct all of the 3-node branches of the binary 3-node. Then the sequence is important. The priority should be left, right, and finally assigning the value itself as the answer array. Then we need to return the answer array after the helper function has already been completed. So that is the sequence of the Postorder Traversal. Then we can just submit this code to see if it really works. And there you have it. So that's about it. I hope you understand my explanation. If you still don't understand, you can ask me in the comment section, or if you have any better solutions regarding this challenge, tell us what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.